Imagine walking into a room and instantly turning heads. Not because you said a word, not because you tried too hard, but because something about the way you look just works. It's effortless, it's confident, it's attractive in a way that women notice immediately, sometimes without even realizing why. Now, here's the interesting part. Attraction is rarely about expensive brands or flashy outfits. In fact, most women don't care about designer logos at all. What really makes a man stand out is how he wears certain pieces, the details he chooses, and the signals those choices send. And today, I'm going to reveal the top 9 sexiest things men wear according to women in 2026. The items that instantly boost your attractiveness without you saying a single word. Some of these might surprise you, some you may already own, and a couple might completely change the way you think about style and attraction. So stay with me because the last few on this list are the ones women notice the fastest. Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Sarah, and on this channel, we talk about health, confidence, attraction, and the psychology behind what really makes someone magnetic. And one thing I've learned from years of studying human behavior is this: attraction is rarely accidental. Small visual signals trigger powerful impressions in the brain. The way a man dresses can quietly communicate confidence, self-respect, masculinity, and even emotional maturity, all before he says hello. Let's start with something simple that women consistently rank as incredibly attractive. And that's a well-fitted plain t-shirt. Not baggy, not overly tight, and definitely not covered in loud graphics. Just a clean fitted t-shirt that follows the shape of your shoulders and chest. There's something very appealing about this because it suggests natural confidence. It says you're comfortable in your own body. A good t-shirt subtly highlights the V-shape that many women are biologically drawn to. Broader shoulders tapering slightly toward the waist. It also looks effortless, which is key. When a man looks like he tried too hard, it can actually reduce attraction. But when he looks relaxed and put together without effort, that's where the magic happens. Many women say a fitted black, white, or dark gray t-shirt is one of the most attractive looks a man can wear because it feels authentic and masculine at the same time. Now, here's something interesting that almost always ranks high in surveys about men's attractiveness: a crisp button-down shirt with sleeves rolled up. There's something about rolled sleeves that women notice immediately. Psychologically, it sends a signal of competence and capability. It suggests you're someone who can work, solve problems, and take action. Rolled sleeves expose the forearms, which many women find surprisingly attractive. In fact, studies in evolutionary psychology suggests forearms are associated with strength and manual skill. It's subtle, but it works. And when a man wears a slightly fitted button-down shirt with the sleeves rolled just below the elbow, it creates a balance between polished and relaxed. It says you're put together, but not rigid, confident, but not trying too hard. Another piece that women consistently describe as incredibly attractive is a well-fitted pair of dark jeans. Now, I know that might sound basic, but the key word here is fit. Jeans that are too baggy can make a man look careless, and jeans that are too tight can look uncomfortable. But a pair that fits properly through the waist and legs creates a clean silhouette that looks strong and confident. Dark denim in particular gives off a slightly rugged masculine vibe that many women associate with reliability and strength. It's the kind of clothing that works in almost any situation, whether you're grabbing coffee, going on a casual date, or meeting friends. And the best part is that dark jeans tend to make a man look more structured and put together without needing much effort. Now, let's talk about something women notice more than men realize. Shoes. Shoes are one of the first details people subconsciously evaluate. Clean, stylish shoes signal that you pay attention to yourself. You don't have to wear expensive footwear, but they should look intentional and well-maintained. Minimalist sneakers, leather boots, or simple loafers tend to rank very high in attractiveness. Why? Because they suggest maturity and awareness. When shoes are dirty, worn out, or mismatched with the outfit, it sends the opposite signal. But when a man wears clean, well-chosen shoes, it creates a sense of completeness. Women often say this small detail can change their entire first impression. Let's move on to something that might surprise you a little: a simple watch. In an era where everyone checks the time on their phones, a watch has become more of a style statement. than a necessity. And interestingly, women often interpret it as a sign of maturity and reliability. A classic watch can communicate that you value time, structure, and responsibility. It doesn't need to be flashy or expensive. In fact, minimal watches often look the most attractive. They add just enough sophistication to elevate your appearance without drawing too much attention. Think of it as a quiet signal of stability. Now, here's one that women mention constantly when talking about attractive men. A good jacket. Whether it's a leather jacket, a tailored blazer, or a structured coat, jackets have a powerful visual effect. They broaden the shoulders, define the frame, and add layers of personality. A leather jacket often gives off a confident, slightly rebellious vibe that many women find exciting. A well-tailored blazer suggests intelligence and professionalism, and a clean, structured coat in colder seasons can make a man look incredibly polished. But jackets so powerful is that they shape the silhouette of the body. They enhance posture and presence instantly. Something else women consistently describe as very attractive is neutral colors and simple outfits. Now, that might sound counterintuitive because a lot of men think standing out requires bright colors or bold designs. But the truth is that simplicity often looks more confident. Neutral colors like black, navy, white, gray, and earth tones create a calm, composed appearance. When a man dresses in simple combinations, it suggests he understands himself and doesn't need attention to validate his presence. This kind of quiet confidence is incredibly appealing. Now let's talk about grooming, because technically it's not clothing, but it dramatically changes how clothing looks. One of the most attractive style choices for men is a well-maintained haircut and facial hair that suits their face. A clean haircut combined with a neatly trimmed beard or clean shave sends a powerful message of self-respect. Women often say grooming is the difference between a man looking average and looking magnetic. It frames the face, sharpens the jawline, and enhances overall presentation. Even the best outfit can lose its effect if grooming is neglected. Another thing women consistently say they find extremely attractive is when a man wears clothes that actually fit his body type. This sounds obvious, but surprisingly, many men overlook it. Oversized clothing can hide your natural shape, while clothing that's too tight can look uncomfortable. The goal is balance. Clothes should follow your natural lines without squeezing or hanging loosely. When clothing fits well, it automatically improves posture and presence. Women often interpret this as confidence and self-awareness. And finally, the ninth thing, the one that might be the most powerful of all, isn't a specific item. It's the way a man carries what he wears. Confidence, posture, comfort in his own skin. You could wear the most attractive outfit in the world, but if you look uncomfortable or insecure, people will sense it instantly. On the other hand, a man wearing simple clothes who walks with relaxed confidence can appear incredibly attractive. Humans are wired to detect emotional signals through body language. Standing tall, making natural eye contact, and moving with calm assurance amplifies everything you wear. Here's something fascinating about attraction psychology. Women often say the sexiest thing about a man isn't actually the clothing itself. It's the message the clothing sends. A fitted t-shirt says you take care of your body. A clean button-down shirt suggests responsibility. Good shoes show attention to detail. A watch signals maturity. A jacket adds structure and presence. All of these elements combine to create an impression that goes far beyond fashion. And remember, style isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about presenting the best version of yourself. The goal is authenticity with intention. When you choose clothes that fit well, keep them clean, and wear them with confidence, people naturally respond differently. Another important point is that attractiveness is strongly tied to effort level. Women often say they appreciate when a man looks like he made an effort without appearing obsessed with appearance. That balance is powerful. It communicates self-respect without vanity. Let me also share a quick psychological insight. Humans form first impressions in less than 7 seconds. That means before a conversation even begins, the brain has already made assumptions about personality, intelligence, and confidence. Clothing plays a surprisingly large role in those assumptions. But the good news is that small adjustments can dramatically change how you're perceived. For example, switching from baggy clothes to properly fitted clothing can instantly improve your silhouette. Choosing Neutral colors can make outfits look more refined. Keeping shoes clean can elevate an entire look, and maintaining good posture can increase perceived confidence dramatically. It's also worth mentioning that women often find consistency attractive. A man who clearly understands his style and sticks with it tends to appear more confident than someone constantly experimenting without direction. This doesn't mean you shouldn't explore fashion, but having a simple, reliable look that represents you can be incredibly powerful. And here's another secret many people overlook: scent. While it's not something you wear in the same way as clothing, a subtle, clean fragrance can leave a lasting impression. Our brains link scent with memory very strongly. When a man smells fresh and pleasant, it adds another layer to attraction. Now, before we finish, I want to emphasize something important. None of these items are about trying to impress everyone. Attraction is personal and subjective. What truly matters is that your style reflects who you are while highlighting your best features. Confidence grows when you feel comfortable in what you wear. So, if you remember anything from this video, remember this: attraction is often about subtle signals. A fitted t-shirt, a rolled sleeve button-down, dark jeans, clean shoes, a simple watch, a good jacket, neutral colors, proper grooming, and confident body language. None of these require huge investments, but together they create a powerful impression. And the most attractive element of all is authenticity. When a man feels good in what he wears, stands comfortably in his own presence, and treats others with respect, that combination becomes incredibly magnetic. I'm Dr. Sarah, and if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about confidence, psychology, health, and attraction, make sure you subscribe and join our community, because becoming more attractive isn't about changing who you are. It's about understanding the signals you send and learning how to express your best self. And I'd love to ask you something before you go. Which of these style choices do you think makes the biggest difference? Let me know in the comments, because your experiences and perspectives help everyone learn. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.